It is no secret the UK motorcycle market is taking a beating. Over the last few months, we've seen major dealerships like Completely Motorbikes and Lind Harley-Davidson just completely disappear. And it's not just the big names. From family-owned shops to the mega dealers, everybody seems to be feeling the pinch. Motorcycle dealerships used to be the heart of the biking community, places where you'd meet other enthusiasts, swap stories, and maybe grab a pint or some food after a ride. But now, many brands are fighting to stay relevant, struggling with reduced margins, high overheads, and fewer customers coming through the door. What does this mean for us, the riders? Well, it means less choice, fewer places to visit, and potentially a lot of frustration down the road if things keep going this way. Some dealers have had a bit of added encouragement to close up shop. For Harley-Davidson in particular, it's not just about surviving in a tough market. Harley's been nudging them to make costly upgrades. We're talking thousands just to give the shop a facelift and match Harley's corporate image. It's a lot to ask, especially for dealerships that already make their money on tight margins, and with the economy where it is, a lot of these places just can't afford to keep up, so they close, and Harley's network in the UK starts shrinking. But this has people talking. There's even a rumor swirling around that Harley-Davidson might actually want fewer UK dealers. I know it sounds crazy, but think about it. Fewer dealers means less overhead, less distribution costs, and more control over their brand. I know it makes sense on paper, but it's not great news for Harley's customers. Imagine being a loyal Harley owner and finding that the nearest dealer is now hours away. Parts, service, even just checking out new bikes is all getting harder to find, and it's testing the loyalty of people who have ridden bikes for years. And here's the twist, while some of these high-end brands struggle, smaller bikes are actually doing alright. Why? Because they're offering something affordable, something simple, something that feels like a solid deal in a world where money is tight. It seems like a lot of folks just aren't looking to drop 20 grand on a new bike right now. They just want something that gives them that two-wheel freedom without burning a hole in their wallet. And right now, Honda, Yamaha, and even Triumph are filling that role in the UK. And Harley is just watching from the sidelines. And Harley aren't just facing market pressures and dealership closures, there's another side to the story. A side that has left many lifelong fans scratching their heads and questioning the brand they've known for decades.
As thousands of bikers descend on Sturgis, South Dakota for the annual motorcycle rally, iconic bike brand Harley-Davidson is facing some backlash.
In recent years, Harley's introduced a series of diversity and inclusion initiatives, DEI for short. Sure, diversity and inclusion is important in the modern world, but here's the catch. When Harley started pushing these initiatives hard, they didn't just ruffle some feathers, they created a storm. Why? Because this wasn't the Harley that the loyal customers knew and loved. Fans of Harley-Davidson have always been about freedom, rebellion, and let's face it, a little bit of that rough and rugged, I do things my own way spirit. So when Harley-Davidson pushed for more progressive policies in hiring and focused on pushing diversity over experience or the traditional biker culture, it just didn't sit well with a lot of people. For years, the Harley image was built on the freedom of the open road, individuality and rugged authenticity. But then came the DEI policies. Suddenly, the brand that built its reputation on independence started looking a bit too politically correct, and that just didn't sit well with the loyal fan base that has supported them through thick and thin. Now, I'm not saying that DEI initiatives are completely bad, but Harley's attempt to reinvent itself with this woke push felt really forced. It alienated a core group of riders who felt that their brand was being hijacked, that their beloved Harley was just becoming another corporate machine trying to tick boxes. They wanted the bikes and not the politics. And they were struggling to find buyers already. With the Sportster gone, the entry-level Harley is now £14,000. And if you're in for that, you may as well go for a Softail. What younger rider is able to fork out up to 20k for what is essentially a toy? With the global economy the way it is, luxuries like motorcycles are normally the first to go. I think what Harley really needs to save itself is to look at the market, make a nice 600-ish cc V-twin to combat the Kawasaki Vulcan and Triumph Bobbers of the world, and go back to the roots of making reliable, cool motorcycles for the everyday person. Those entry-level bike purchasers will get older and more experienced and then look to move up the range to the bigger bikes, as they've always done. Let me know in the comments, do you think dealerships have a future in the UK? Or are they steering too far away from what riders really want? Whatever happens, one thing's for sure, the UK motorcycle scene is changing fast, and the next few years could be make or break moment for the most iconic names on two wheels. Thank you for watching this video. Before you click off onto the next thing that you're going to watch, hit that subscribe button, because then you'll be kept up to date with any new videos coming out, and it really helps support the channel. And what we need right now is a big period of growth. Get us to 5,000 to 7,000 subscribers, something like that. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.